Oh God, we praise and glorify for your grace to South Sudan, land of bread and wine. All has united in peace and harmony. O motherland, we rise, raising from it the guiding star, and sing songs of freedom, rejoice. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. For those who are sports enthusiasts, and what? My English is a problem now. Those who love sports, I'm sure you know what is happening now. As far as Africa is concerned, of course, I'm not talking about Europe. Now we are having European, is it what called European Cup? I don't know, is it finished or not? I don't normally follow it. I'm not a European. But as far as Africa is concerned, what we are having is Olympics. People are preparing themselves for Olympics. Olympics for what? For basketball. So it's going to take place in what? It's going to take place in France, Paris. I saw Wadamaya posted something. I think he's the one who even. I was aware that there's Olympics which are coming. There's a basketball where they're going to play, because I normally follow my country, South Sudan. South Sudan team is the best in Africa. And now, as we speak, we are the champions of Africa in basketball. So I saw Wadamaya sent a post on Facebook. I normally follow him. That's when I realized, so the basketball is ready now. It's time for it. So we are going to have Olympics in Paris, and South Sudan is among, I think, and there's Nigeria and which other country? Yeah, I only saw Nigeria, South Sudan, and which one? Then I'll put them in the comments, maybe. Those of you who are following, which other country is there? Africa. Those are the two which I know, which I saw. South Sudan and the Nigeria. So for us, on Wednesday last week, South Sudan had a friendly with the UK, and we beat UK. Our colonizers, the colonialists, they cannot now beat us. We beat UK 81 to 84. And then USA survived narrowly. The richest basketball team in the world was almost beaten by South Sudan, which has just come. I think this is our first time to go to Olympics, first time to compete on international level, or first time to do everything. And those players for South Sudan, they're not paid. They're volunteers. But US, just to go on the field, you're already getting millions. So the volunteers almost beat USA, if not for who? For one of their strongest man. It's called Jordan, or who with his experience managed just to get 1 point. You can imagine 1 point only. Otherwise, South Sudan, we were already ahead. So US beat us by only 1 point. But to me and to most Africans and to most Pan-Africans, especially many Pan-Africans, we beat US. Because 1 point is nothing. This is a team. I think we have only two basketball courts in Juba. One is at Juba University, and then one is in the town. Only two, which are somehow to some standard. But US has what? And that is what is happening, or what we are going to have soon. As you have seen from the title, be patriotic. Some of you have seen in some countries, somebody is selling his house, he sells his cars, he sells everything, and then is going to the West. I've never seen a South Sudanese doing this. Or if anybody is there who has evidence, you put it in the comment section. Let me see. There is no South Sudanese who can do that. That selling his things. I've lived in Europe. I've been in Europe for some years, but I've never seen the South Sudanese. Are very few. You can count them. In most European countries, the European countries where there are South Sudanese is the UK, and then Norway, and then Netherlands somehow. But you come to other countries, there are very few South Sudanese. They're in hundreds. You cannot find them in thousands. So this is a good thing. That means we love our country. We don't run away from our country. Though we are many in US we are very many, and then Australia. But that is mainly during the war. During the wartime, they took some of our people there to Australia to resettle there, and then to US and Canada also. That is how most South Sudanese went to these countries. So you have to be patriotic wherever you are. And this is mainly for Africans, this video. It can also apply to other countries. So you as a citizen of your country, you have to be patriotic. If you question me, you go and ask the Palestinians. You see what is happening to the Palestinians. Getting even a passport is very, very hard. Many these people in West Bank, not West Bank, in Gaza Strip. Getting a document, even a passport, is not easy. If you don't travel, I made a video about traveling. Maybe if you haven't seen, go and check it. If you don't travel, you cannot know the importance of being a citizen, or the importance of being of having a country, or belonging to a country. But if you travel, that's when you'll know the importance of having a passport. Like there was one time, I can give you a personal example. I wanted to send money. So they asked me to give. I was in one of the European countries. I wanted to send money. They refused. They wanted my passport from my country. I tried in many ways. I had to get it. Me, I now have it. I have mine, but at that time it was expired. It got expired, and then sending money became a problem. But at last I renewed it, and then that is how. What I wanted to say is mainly that I wanted to ask you, who is watching me, what are you proud of about your country? May you tell me two things, or two or three things that you're proud of your country. What I've seen with the South Sudanese, we are very proud. We are very proud of ourselves. I can talk about the people. Maybe let me list about the few things that makes me a very proud South Sudanese. Number one is that basketball. Currently, at least we are leading Africa. We are leading Africa at least in one thing. In basketball, we are the top. We are the champions. So that one makes me very proud of the people of South Sudan. Then number two is that I saw this one. Some people on Twitter, on X, and in YouTube. There's some few videos on YouTube where I see the best. Is it the best, the beautiful women in Africa? Some even don't put South Sudan there. I laugh at them. I say Sometimes if I have time, I also I type there. And then I include South Sudan. I say South Sudan should be among the top 5. I'm sure some of you are going to argue with me. Oh, wow, not top 5, right? Even top 3 of the most beautiful women. Okay, if I'm talking about women in Africa, South Sudan has to be among the top 3 or top 5. So you who is doubting me, let me ask you just one simple question. How many let us take Miss World, no, models. Let us take the models. How many models, the top 100 models in the world, how many do you have from your country? You is arguing with me that South Sudan is not supposed to be among the top 3. How many models do you have on international level who are competing on international level from your country? Do you know any? But South Sudan, I think we have over 10 who are on international level. If you don't know, you Google. So for model, of course, that is a beauty standards of the world. They compare your height, they compare your waist to body ratio, your facial features, and all this. So if you don't have models who are competing on international level in your country, you have few, and that means your women are not beautiful. In South Sudan, we have over 10 models international. I can tell you one. You Google. One is called Alek Wek. Another one is called Aduda Kech. Another one is called Saba Coach. Another one we have Ajak Deng. Another one we have called Duki Tot. And then we have Mare Malek, Chanel, Nyangesa, and so on. You Google them, you see them. They are always there competing on international level. Though most of them, they don't stay in South Sudan. Some stay in Australia, others are in the US. But we have also some who are resident in South Sudan. So most of our women are very beautiful. We are among the top 5 or top 3 in Africa. Wrestling. This is another thing which I'm very proud of. I think we need to have PFL, Francis Ngannou. You need to work on it. I think we need to open in East Africa. PFL should open a branch in South Sudan because we have wrestling. Yeah. The Mundari, Dinka, and even my tribe, Kakwa, we do wrestling. I think one of these days I have to train. I want to train and improve my skills of wrestling. So this is another thing which makes me very proud to be a South Sudanese. Then we are also warriors. Warriors in a way that if not for people of Sudan or South Sudan, I think by now the whole of East Africa would be, all of us will be Arabs wearing jolobia, this Arab clothes. But when they reach South Sudan, we had to stop them. I'm sure some of you know, because of the civil war, we fought for 21 years. One of the reasons is because we never wanted this Arabization or the converting us to become Arabs. So we don't take we don't take what I don't want to use the word yeah. So anyway, we don't take any BS from people who come around to fool us around in our country. This can also be some people who came like some soldiers. I met a soldier when I went to Kampala. When I was in Kampala, one soldier who came from fighting the fighting of 2013. He said he'll never go back to South Sudan again to fight. And I asked him, I said, why? He said, oh, you people, you are warriors when it comes to fighting. Though our politicians are misusing this, misusing our our courage, our strength of the youth who are fearless when it comes to defending the country or defending the nation. They are putting it into wrong use. Then also, what makes me proud of to be a South Sudanese, I think I should have done this video with some sort of having South Sudan flag. I'll get one and I put it, or I'll put one on the video. I'll buy one soon when I'm doing such videos, and then I have it. So you know that we have many people who are tall. So when it comes to high jump, we are number one. Though we haven't yet proved it out in Olympics, but we need to prove it. And we can jump. But there is no evidence. I don't have proper evidence here now, but we will prove it soon. Then another thing also, mainly which makes me very proud to be a South Sudanese and with the people of South Sudan is that we are Pan-Africanist, or we are proud Africans. Was it 2 days ago or this week? I was a lady somewhere in one of the Facebook groups called AIDS. Silimu, not Silimu, but AIDS. She posted something that, but this is normally is common with men, but also with some ladies they do it. When those who come who are in Europe or go to the West, they want papers, then they become slaves to Oyibo. They marry, they make a fake marriage. They go and start licking Toto and licking Keptus. This such a thing, there is no South Sudanese who can do that, who has done that, whom I know. We are very proud. We are very proud Africans. We can't, there is no South Sudanese man or if who has done this, that maybe marrying and then start licking a Toto of Oyibo in order to get a paper after that. We South Sudanese, this is what they are telling me. Those days in 2019, when I was having problem of getting papers, one said, some of the whites, get married, they have a fake marriage and then they give you paper. I just laughed. I said, me, I cannot do that. I'll work and I get my paper via work. If they don't give me paper with work, to hell with their paper. If that paper, is it going to heaven? It's not going to heaven. So we South Sudanese, we don't do that, whereby you start leaking, for the ladies, they start having children, and then to get a paper. But even in the West, most South Sudanese, they don't come. Most of us, we don't run away from our countries going to the West. Most of us prefer staying in our country. You can look around in all of these European countries or even America, where it's very rare to find the South Sudanese. No, but America, we are many. We are a bit many in America, Australia, and Canada a bit also. But in Europe, there are few, apart from UK. We prefer staying in our country. So this thing of licking nyas or becoming a wife, having a fake marriage, and then you start to get paper. We South Sudanese, that's why I love us South Sudanese. We are Pan-Africanist. We don't do such things. If you know of a South Sudanese who has done this, you put in the comment section. You give me the evidence. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know of any South Sudanese man or woman who has been doing such kind of things in order to get a paper. And then we have very strong cultures. This is evident that if you go to South Sudan, most of us, almost 90, apart from town, maybe 99% of us speak our local languages. Even me, I think there are some videos soon. If you look around, scroll in my profile, you can see there's a video which I've done in my local language. Most of us, we speak our local language. You go to some countries, people don't know their mother tongue. Most African countries, they speak English, yet even they speak broken English like me. You don't know English, you don't know mother tongue. There is no language that you are very proficient in. So what are you? Yeah. When you go to China, when you go to Netherlands, when you go to UK, excuse me, when you go to Australia, when you go to France, before you become a citizen, they have to question you. Do you know the language? You have to get, is it a A2? No, B1, B1. You must have a B1 certificate before they give you citizenship. But as in Africa, we are doing things anyhow. People who are even born in the West, they are becoming presidents in some of these African countries. Someone who doesn't even speak his local language is running for, is a minister. In the West, such things don't happen. This is what presidents or those who are in office, like if I'm to go to become a politician, these are the things we have to implement. You don't know your local language, you're not supposed to run. You are not supposed to be a civil servant. As simple as that. I think Burkina Faso very soon, Traoré, I'm sure Traoré will do that, if I'm not mistaken. These are the things which makes you to be called patriotic. You will not call yourself a Pan-African if you don't know your local language. And those of you who are masquerading here that you're Pan-Africans, Pan-Africanists, first, which language do you speak to claim that you're Pan-Africanist? Then a Pan-African is something from the America, but as an African, if you're a Pan-African, the first thing you need to know is your what? Your mother tongue. You have to speak it. I'm having problem with my mother tongue. This is why even I'm planning to go and stay in my area where I was born or where my tribe mates are, so that I improve on my language, because I didn't grow there. I've been growing outside. Though we have not been growing together with my tribe mates, but my father was very strict. You don't speak any other language in the house. Strictly, you have to speak local language. So these are the things which makes me very proud, as a proud South Sudanese. In August 3rd, we are going to play Serbia in Paris. I think I'm planning. I don't want to miss this basketball. I'm planning. I must be there in the stadium. So some of you who are watching me, hopefully wait for that video or that live. I think I'll have to make a live of maybe 10 minutes, though I not make the whole, I not record the whole of it, but I have to be there in Paris in August. That is August 3rd of August. It is a Saturday. I'm trying my best to be there to support my team, South Sudan. So these are the 7 things which make me very proud. Number 1 is that we are maybe to recap quickly. We are number 1 in Africa when it comes to basketball. We have the most beautiful women, model women in Africa. We are good in wrestling. We are strong when it comes to defending our land or our country. We are warriors. And then we do high jump. I have no evidence for that. Don't crucify me. And then we are Pan-Africanists. Most of us, we are proud. We are proud Africans. We are proud South Sudanese. And finally, we have most of us speak our language. We have strong cultures. Like in Juba, we have every weekend or every Friday, they always have cultural dances, and then they have also wrestling, which they do. Some of you, if you see Mr. BMG, he has recorded. I'll be going maybe to, I'll send one of my team to go to Juba and also record for us, and they put it for us here. Most importantly, all this success which South Sudanese basketball team has got is because of one person. I'm sure most of you already know who that person is, but for those who don't know, he's called Lual Deng. Lual Deng is a dual citizen, British and South Sudanese, only 39 years of age, who has brought almost all the success of our South Sudanese basketball team. So in 2019, he became the president of South Sudan basketball team, and at the same time, he was also the coach. We never had. It is very expensive to pay a coach, so he was doubling. He was also doing. He was also the coach, but later he got his friend Royal Ivy, who became the coach. So Lol is a Dinka, for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure most of the other tribes, none is talking about his tribe that he's a Dinka or what. Why? It's because of competence. So if we get the best people and put them into such positions to lead the country, we will be very far. We can be even the Singapore of Africa. So this is the advantage of having competent people in positions. Now we are shining. The whole of Africa is celebrating. We are the champions of Africa, mainly because we have put competent people in such position, being the president of South Sudan basketball team. So I think this will go to the president and whoever and the ministry of sports or what, yeah. But mainly to the president. Some of you will share it with him, or if I get, maybe I'll get send this video to them. People like Lual Deng is supposed to be a national hero. I don't know if they've already given him a medal. Museveni is giving medals for people. So South Sudan, we need to do the same. Lual Deng has to be a hero. He's our what? He's our hero, South Sudanese hero. So he should be given a medal, maybe something called a Knight medal, or given a title Sir or whatever. But such kind of people, these are the type of people whom the country needs. I think they should extend his contract for 5 years, and then up to even 10 years, because he's doing a great work. Now Deng is a graduate of Duke University, and then he played basketball for Chicago Bulls, Miami Heat, and Los Angeles Lakers, and which one again? These are the main. British. Also British national team. He was also one of the players of the basketball team for the national team of Britain. When you look at when he became the president of South Sudan Basketball Association, he was using his own money to run almost everything. Of course, they claim there was no money, so he had to dig into his pocket, in his personal or private money, to run the team, to bring it where it is now. And most of those who are playing, also the other players, I need to congratulate them. Is because most of them are not being paid. They are just like volunteers. That means they have been very patriotic. I congratulate all of you, and and then wherever you are, congratulate them. Maybe I plan to meet you one of these days. This is the beginning. Hopefully, in the time to come, we are going to. You have to be. We have to. You have to give you what you deserve for making the country proud. So keep it up. Bravo. Oh, congratulations them. The song which you had, the one which I played, that was our what? National anthem, for those of you who don't know it. So let me finish it and have a blessed night.